You look back at the Super Bowl, I don't know, I'm not saying that you would run the tape, the Super Bowl and the whole playoff run. I mean, sure, it was an amazing accomplishment. What do you take 6, 7 months later from that day in New Jersey that you can apply moving forward?
Playing in big moments. Every game's a big game, you know, quote unquote. You know, it's not just one game that makes a certain game bigger. And obviously the Super Bowl is very special, and there's nothing like it. You know, the lights, the cameras, the action, everything, just the feeling that you get walking out into the field. That's probably the best thing. You know, walking out into the field, doing the coin toss, walking out as a captain, and all the lights are flashing, and that's a very, very cool experience. But I think at the end of the day, it's 100 yards. It's 53 in the third. It's no different. Mm-hmm. And if you can treat it that way, and you can learn and trick your mind into the idea that every play is the one that matters throughout the whole entire season. And that's what I learned, you know, the most, especially being a young quarterback. You know, I'm only 25, so I got a long ways to go. And so, you know, what can I use from the experiences I've had, the positive experiences I've had, and some of the negatives, and how can I use that to help accelerate, you know, myself, but also my football team?
You open up with Aaron Rodgers because he's as good as it gets. Now, you have to beat him in the Green Bay Packers. In a game like that, obviously you're not studying the other quarterback, you're worrying about the game situation, but will there be a moment or two, maybe even in warm-ups, because you don't see him that often, that you'll watch him work?
Yeah, I'll probably watch a few plays here and there. You know, he's a great football player. He knows the game extremely well. He throws the ball great, tremendously, moves really well, and so he does a lot of great things for the Packers. And so whenever I can, you know, watch a play here and there, you know, I'm still learning. I'm still in year 3, and I'm still trying to grow, and you know, watching great players play is always a good thing.
And against a guy like him, although everybody thought in the Super Bowl you had to score, well, you did score 43 points, which would win most games, but that would be absolutely necessary. Against the Packers, you might need more than 13 or 16. Do you go into a game like that ever thinking that?
You know, the only thing I think about is we need one more point than the other team.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, every time we get the ball, we're trying to score, we're trying to make plays, but there's going to be a lot of tough defenses and a lot of tough, you know, they got a lot of great players on that side of the ball. And so we're going to have to play our best game, and we're looking forward to those big moments.
You know, I think Joe Montana, we may have discussed this the last time, so I don't mean to bore you, but it's okay. We're talking about Joe Montana.
Yeah.
I asked Joe a long time ago, what is it about winning that's so important to him? And he says, he looked forward and he said, I'm afraid to lose. Mm-hmm. Are you afraid to lose?
That's an interesting way to put it. I don't know if I'm afraid to lose. You know, there's only probably one thing I'm afraid of, and that's not being prepared. Mm-hmm. You know, that's my biggest fear in life, is not being prepared. And so for me, if I can just make sure I prepared the right way, I believe that we will win. You know, there's no doubt in my mind that we will win if everybody's prepared the right way, if I'm prepared the right way, if I'm clicking the way I need to click. We have a chance.
It's not easy to repeat, you know that. Mm-hmm. You've been told that a million times, and you know that anyway. So what is in you guys that makes you think that we can do this?
We can't focus on the precedent. We have to focus on what we're doing right now. You know, all the other teams before us have nothing to do with us, and that can be good or bad for us. But at the end of the day, it's about how do we prepare today and the next day, and as the days add up. You know, and if we can put, you know, however many championship days it takes to get there again, then we're doing something successful. And I don't think our focus is on repeating. We don't really use that word around here. You know, it's just winning games. It's just winning one game at a time. And then what happens at the end, we'll see what happens.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.